This seems difficult initially, because if I build this, it will just spawn the wither. However, I think there's a way you can build the wither without actually summoning the wither, but I want to be sure that my method will work. So we're in the end, because you can't blow up my build if there's no blocks to blow up. I think if you build it in a way that it doesn't expect, if I put down all the heads first, and then I put in the soul sand, I think it won't detect. It didn't spawn, that didn't spawn the wither. This border, I think I won't include. The way to start is probably going to be to build the wither first, which is ultimately very scary. But hypothetically, okay, it did not spawn. Now, I'm not actually sure how big to make this based on the painting. I assume like that seems like that might be like only one block further out. Maybe that's too small. Actually, I think that works. I think, because this is about the angle that the painting's at. I think this definitely needs to go a bit further. Now we need to get this background, and you know, soul sand is from the nether. The wither, seen as a nether mob by most people, because you build it out of nether things, and it's like a wither skeleton that's from the nether, and I've expanded on this too much. We could use netherrack, maybe we even get a bit of mangrove in there. I don't know what the background is supposed to be, because I was thinking maybe it's supposed to be nether fog, but if this was nether fog, why is there like grass here? Which, on the topic of grass, this little yellow bit and that little yellow bit is probably... Now we want our background, which we're gonna do with netherrack. But also, maybe we should recreate the shading. We use this for like the lighter color, and then it gets a bit darker off to the sides and bottom, which I can probably do with red nether brick. So this side is very dark, so I think we just... I'd like it in between, maybe red... No, this is definitely going to be too... Yeah, it's too saturated. I could probably use regular nether bricks, and then use the red nether bricks as the in-between. So I did that for the block palette and built up all the walls. All. 2 of them, that is. We could try doing like some short grass. I think that has helped, but something else I would like to do is mix in a bit of moss. But the problem is I don't know where I want the moss. It's a bit lighter there, and then it's a bit lighter there, and maybe we put the moss where it's lighter. So I shaded with the moss and then also put it in some random spots just to give it a bit more texture. And the wither painting was complete, so I tried finding a good camera angle, and at one point I brought out a spyglass? So let's just skip over that, and here's what it looks like. Isn't that lovely? Looks just like the painting, but if you couldn't tell, side-by-side comparison. Isn't that cool? I can totally see that right now, because I'm not a person with a microphone speaking into the microphone and looking at my voice recording software. Yeah. I want to do this one. This one's going to be very quick. Hang on, I chose this because I thought I could probably just get away with doing a block of dirt, and it would be like a silly little joke that is just like a square of dirt. However, that's actually pretty dark to be dirt, so I might try finding a better block than dirt. I say we make this rim 1 block wide, and then if this is a block, how much would this be? If I'm just eyeballing it, like 5 by 4 maybe. And then the background, honestly to me I think oak planks probably matches that color pretty well. Oh, stripped oak. We could use a stripped oak to not have that plank texture. I kind of want to bring this out. Even though the other one's very like flat and 2-dimensional, I want to give this a little bit more depth. A better brown block is probably something more like spruce wood. Okay, so the dilemma here is that this painting is called earth, but if I use spruce wood, it's just gonna look like a block of wood. Like, this doesn't look like dirt because we know that it's wood. Hang on, wait. Coarse dirt is dirt but darker. It's not, it's like marginally darker. It's not darker by much, but I think it's gonna help. And then I think we can do the lighter patches probably just with regular dirt. This doesn't look horrible, but it like the coarse dirt and the regular dirt blends in too much, which is not something I thought I'd ever complain about. Packed mud. Does that work? I think that helps. Because the painting's so 2-dimensional and this is such just a direct replication, I think we do the border, which is out of dirt again. Although I think, hang on, I might want to try expanding the background a little bit, and then maybe we put the border in the foreground around like this, because that way we're playing with perspective, because this is only going to be viewed from front on anyway. That actually, hang on, wait, that's a really good replication of the painting. But to make it better, I added to the border splotches of regular dirt before adding splotches of oak planks to the background. So here's the final earth painting. I think that it looks good, but also I'm not currently looking at it because I'm looking at my recording software. Or I'm not, actually. I'm a video on the internet, so I can't look. What? Here's a side-by-side comparison. Just take it and leave. I don't, what are these voiceovers? Oh, wind charge. Wind charges are fun. Yeah. Wow, hang on. Yeah, if you crouch, you do it. Hang on, I've gone distracted. Wind charge, look, wind charges are fun. I'm allowed to... Maybe I'm not allowed to have fun. So now we have the villagers. This is a problem. Well, it's not a problem, but I'm gonna have to build an entire villager house. Or slash locate, and then we just go slash cut. We're gonna kidnap the house. I'm kidding. First, I think we need to get our villagers. Which I did by spawning in villages with no AI. And then I used commands to teleport and pose them, but it was just a bunch of, and then... yeah, okay, so the side is X. So that's why I've condensed it to time-lapse form, because a bunch of... Okay, so we're gonna want 89.5? No, wait, hang on, wait. Isn't the most interesting thing in the world? So, please thank me. Please thank me. In the comments right now, thank me. Now we want to pop in our background. It looks sort of like a gloomy, sort of overcast day. But honestly, light blue wool's probably the best color to do for a sky, or maybe the concrete powder. The only thing is, this is very bright. It's not amazing. Just bone meal this, extend this with a shovel. Okay, roof blocks there. This is probably going to be the worst painting. But there we go. I've recreated the painting. The background sucks. The background, I don't like it. It's sort of like this, but more blue. I mean, light blue terracotta, maybe. It's still too dark. You can shout at me in the comments if there's a better block to use than light blue terracotta. But right now, all I can think of to match this color is light blue terracotta, even though it's incredibly off. Moving away from this bad build, which I'll improve later, that's why I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, don't worry. Now we get to do this, and ain't that scary. There's a whole lot going on in here. I think the best thing to do though, is first just analyze what am I looking at. So that's like a checkerboard floor, and then there's not a checkerboard floor there. That there, and that there. Those, to me, look like statues. That looks like there's a plant. What block does this look like? I'm thinking that's smooth stone. Look at that! That's definitely smooth stone. So if we start off with our foreground, that looks like that. Eyeballing it, that's like roughly like 2 blocks or 3 blocks maybe. And then how many blocks wide? I think if we make this checkerboard pattern, which I'm thinking is probably like a polished diorite, polished blackstone sort of vibes. I mean like 1, 2, 11, 12. So we'll just go 12, right? 1, 2, 11, 12. So we've got our checkerboard, and then we've got this layer here. So far, I'm really just eyeballing it. But if we're thinking like, there's this statue, and there's that. Can I fit that all on this? Probably not. If we're thinking logically, we probably want 1 more block worth. What is this wall? I'm trying to think, like it's probably a wall. The wall is a wall? Maybe it's an extension of this archway here, but it's like shaded to be darker, which means what is an appropriate color for this? I'm not sure. Bamboo, it's really the only yellow I can think of, but it really does not fit the vibe. Do we even have like a yellowish stone? We have red sand, but that's more orange than like yellow. Oh, we've got end stone. It's a bit too bright. Birch is a bit darker. I think we might go with birch instead. So we then bring this pillar up. I don't know how many blocks by. I might just build it up and then vibe out whether that looks good. This is going better than I thought. I'm doing the pillar based on vibes. How is it going this well? We've done something right. Then there's this. I think there aren't pillars here. I think this is just shading around the edges. This looks like a flat wall. Pop in birch and then change it if it looks bad. Yeah, something about that looks off. Because it's a slightly different color. That's good. Is that like a white back? What is this thing behind this bit of the archway? I don't know. Is it maybe like a fabric, like a tapestry or something? That's the problem with these paintings being up to interpretation. Because also I know that there is a version of this which isn't pixelated, which I could look at, but I like having to look at the pixelated version and just be like, what am I looking at? I think we move on to this, which I'm thinking surely yellow terracotta. Like, that is the perfect block. Behind this archway there's the room, and then I'm just gonna feel it out. I might not want it to be 2 blocks tall. Also, I don't really know what the floor is there. It's like stone bricks, but if we mix in like some chiseled stone bricks as well, maybe, to make it look a bit more messy. There we go. Okay. That's a nice floor. It should probably be 1 block tall. I think I made it too tall. However, I'm thinking like 1.5 blocks. Yellow terracotta doesn't have a slab, so I might have to do bamboo, but then that looks bad, so then maybe we just do bamboo entirely. But I was liking the color of the yellow terracotta, and this is a very long sentence. Yeah, the slab is too good to say no to. I'm so sorry, yellow terracotta. You were perfect, yellow terracotta, but you don't have a slab, yellow terracotta, and so I'm having to say bye. What? Why am I... There's this black background, which I guess we just do with black concrete. If we just put the black concrete like this, it should be good. The only problem is I do need space for a tree. I have 1 block of space for the tree. Oh, hang on, but also I think we need to figure out what this wall here is, just to know if I have the space behind here, because I might. I'm gonna say that this is like a draped down fabric, because as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the floor. Or at least I don't think it does, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's very pixelated. Almost like we're playing Minecraft. I don't really know if this is a fabric. This is a very bad highlight color. It's not working. This is like the opposite of a highlight color. What if we just make it a dark blue, and then this is the highlight color? Yeah, I still... Hang on, no, this is too dark now. I don't know how to do the highlight, so I'm gonna have to figure that out on my own. Because you can't help me, because you're watching this days after I record this. That's how a video works. That's learning with Sham. White concrete. This might be a stretch. Clay works, because it's like a bluish gray. Wait, hang on. Wait. Back here, this painting. Clay. It's not perfect, but it's good. It's good. We solved it. This has overcast sky vibes. Now here's your side-by-side comparison. So have a good old look. Have a sniff. What? Sure, sniff the screen. Hopefully your screen's not that dirty, or else that's not going to be very pleasant. If you didn't sniff your screen, I'm disappointed. But in the time it took you to not sniff your screen, I've built the fabric and the roof, and I've moved on to the tree. So what are you doing here? Hurry up, continue with the video. What are you... Go to the tree. Why are you get to the tree? You can't actually see the dirt where the tree is planted, so I'm not gonna bother doing that. So they've used leaves very sparingly, I feel like. Okay, I think it wasn't visible enough, so I need to just make it a little skinnier, and then we just put the leaves back on. There we go. This is coming together. We can't really see what's behind this pillar, so I'll try making it a black void, and if that doesn't look good, I'll do something else behind the pillar. I think it's fine. And now I have to build the statue. That looks like Graham. It looks like Graham. I think his name's Graham, right? Yeah, see? And then also, of course, we've got to build with quartz. What can I say? I'm a pun master. And we're going to ignore how that's the first pun in the video. So I just kind of struggled along with the 3 statues. I'm not majorly happy with the end result, but most of them weren't that bad. I think Graham is probably the worst one, but the other 2 are alright. I like that, and I know you like a side-by-side comparison. You go crazy for them, bud, so here you go. These side-by-side comparison voiceovers have been so silly this video. Can you tell I don't script these? That was building paintings. Obviously, that was only 4, but it's been 2 hours for me. Do you want to see me build more paintings? If so, comment, like, do the YouTube stuff. I hope you enjoyed. Consider subscribing. Goodbye! Ha 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 ha! It's me, wowie! What was that? I've updated my skin. I wanted to improve the shading. And also, I have a mouth. Also, I'm using this new mod called Flashback. It's like replay mod, but it's actually fun to use because it's not laggy and it's really simple and easy to use. The UI looks like an actual editing software, and so there's more cinematic shots in this video, you probably noticed. Also, I've been gone for about 2 months, so if you want to know why, check the description. I just don't want to extend the video by like another minute by explaining everything.